Welcome to Lunch with Our Long Ears. It is Tuesday, January 20th, about 12 o'clock, and I'm on my own today, so I'll show you lots of animals and not so much of me, but take a walk around and show you what's going on and what we have news and updates and let you know where we're at. So it's nice and sunny out today, much warmer than it was yesterday. It did get a bit windy, so do my best to keep that at bay while we're visiting and just kind of bring you up to date on what we have going on. So walking into the mom and baby pen where everybody's already out in the pasture. So we'll go visit some of these guys. Reba baby update is that there's still no baby. She's chuckling at us every day when we check on her and doesn't show any signs at the moment that it's happening. She had Mike convinced over the weekend while I was out of town that might be time, but she has held on and so far nothing has happened. So she's out here grazing, up close and personal. There's times when you can really see the baby moving in her belly, so see if this is one of those times. Let you say hi to her and see how she's doing. There's Reba. Hey girl. You say hi to your fans? Say no baby yet. No baby. So she's out here with Zeta and Ozzy. Buddy's in this pasture too, but he's up visiting the guys in the other pen. We'll go up and see him. Hi, Reeves. What are you doing, little girl? Got an itch on your nose? Huh? Oh, there's a lot of baby in that belly. She's definitely round. Very big. Can you say hello? Say hi. Say hi. Yeah. Say no baby. Say ha ha, no baby. So here's the belly. Sticks very far out on the sides. And occasionally you can see that big lump move. A little bit of wiggling. Definitely all sitting on this side right at the second. She's still rubbing on her butt. And definitely some baby sticking out over here, but it is on that other side for sure. She's got a little bit of a cactus here. Show that to you, but let's see if we can get that out of here, girl. That an owie. That's an owie. You must have rolling, huh? So to say, no baby. If you guessed before today, no baby. Here's Ozzy. You say hello? Say hi, everybody. Hi, everybody. You're gonna eat my phone? Are you gonna eat my phone? You can't do that. Ozzy is the most hairy baby. He's got the best winter coat. You do, huh? And obviously you can tell these guys are pretty domesticated and pretty calm and pretty trusting of people since I just walked right up to them in the pasture. And let's see, let's go find your friend Buddy. Why aren't you playing with him today? Come on, let's go. Will you say hi to your mom? And here's Zeta. Here's Zeta. You look like you rolled in the grass, Miss Zeta. Did you roll in the grass? She says, I don't really want to talk to you right now. So Reba, Zeta, Ozzy. Let's see if we can figure out where Mr. Buddy is. Buddy is doing really well here. He is scheduled with the vet on Thursday to get castrated. Abby Ozzy says hi. Buddy is here weaning from his mom as well. He was born July 8th. And growing boy, so we're getting him all set and squared away to go back to his mom. Parents came and visited him on Sunday, checked in with him, and he's doing just great. Such fun to have around. We're going to miss him for sure when he goes back to his house. Hi, Robert. I'll take a look at your guys in a minute. I got to hike myself down there, so give me a few minutes and we'll get down there to say hi to your two boys. There's Buddy. There's Buddy. You say hello? What you up to, buddy? Huh? Here's Zephyr. You say hi to everybody? That is Rocky. And Milo. And Lenny. And Smarty Marty. And Snickers. Oh, that was Teton. There's Rocky. Here's Niner. Here's Jack Jack. Here's Genevieve. There's Astro and Rolo and Max. I think that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. We're missing 2. Einstein and gotta think about the second one. We'll see if we find him on our walk. Here's Buddy. Here's Buddy. Here's Buddy. You gonna join my phone? You can't join the phone because then the people can't talk to you. They can't talk to you. Yes. Yes. Come on, buddy. So these guys are out to pasture too, enjoying the beautiful day. See our amazing view of Pikes Peak and all its glory. It's very, very crystal clear out today and very pretty. So we'll hike down this way. Buddy's gonna come with me, I guess. You coming? We'll walk backwards so you can see him. He's gonna get me. He's gonna get me. He's gonna get me. Yeah, you're being playful, aren't you? This is playful, baby donkey behavior. Yes. Yes. He's watching down here to see if he's getting anything or not. See if it's worth it to come over. Guess the answer's no. So, we had a couple little bouts of snow over the weekend and coming into the beginning of the week. But then the temperatures warmed up pretty fast, so most of the snow is already gone, and we just have snow in shady spots that aren't getting a whole lot of sun exposure during the day. We did get a semi of hay delivered on Sunday this weekend, so that's all stored away in the barn, and donkeys have happy full bellies for a while longer. Will last us about 4 months or so before we need another one. But certainly grateful to have the opportunity to pull in a full semi-load of hay at this time of year and know that these guys have plenty of feed through the cold and temperature changes and things like that are going on. We're supposed to have a pretty big temperature drop this weekend. So those things happen. We are feeding more often and giving more feed so that we can keep their bellies moving and keep them nice and warm. We do not blanket everybody. See if you guys can see up there. The group in the pasture is all walking back in. It's always fun to see them walking in a line like that. they do a couple rounds on their pasture on a day-to-day basis, kind of up to the top corner, and then they come back down, get a little water, check in, and then they'll go back out. So, hay's in the barn. You can see tractors are outside. When the hay barn's full, those get bumped outside, so that we can keep the hay nice and dry and fresh for the donkeys to eat. Trailers are getting hooked up here later to take Gladys in to the vet for a follow-up appointment. So that'll be happening here shortly. Getting ready and loading up. And then come back and we'll get everybody fed and tucked in for the night. But volunteers have already been coming on today. Pens are all cleaned. Our water's all filled up and had to make some changes to the water. So we had a heater that wasn't working. So we had some frozen water this morning. And got that taken care of. And there's 16 and 17 who we were missing. Minnie and Einstein. Einstein's in here taking a nap. Minnie's hanging out with him, I guess, or came in to have some extra breakfast. And here's the last two from the pasture that we were counting out. We do gen pop counts for a reason and make sure that we have everybody accounted for when we close gates down at night and when we bring everybody in to eat. Einstein, can you say hi? We didn't know where you were, mister. Here you are. Hi, Laura. And Minnie's got her head in the barrel eating a little bit of hay that's left in there. So these two are right here. Einstein likes to take naps in the nice warm sun. So he's got a nice dry spot and good warm sun. Just hanging out there protected from the wind. We'll go see if I can show you all the chickens. They're tucked back here out of the wind. You say hi to everybody. They're all tucked in. And we'll go up to the quarantine pen. We introduced you to the 6 that came out of Oklahoma last week. And since then, we have added another 2 to this pen that came from Fort Collins through the Centennial Livestock Auction. Another Jack, his name is Freckles. And another Jenny, whose name is Frannie. Here's our little girl. That's little Miss Mouse. You gonna get up, baby? Up you go, Mouse. Up you go, Mouse. We've got some sore kids. We have vet appointments coming in this weekend. And gonna take care of some of these guys. Get some x-rays done. In a second, we just have the gate secure here. So this is Frannie. She's a newbie. Came out of the auction. She is exposed, which means she is pregnant, or should be pregnant. This is Freckles. Freckles is a Jack, and he will not be a Jack for much longer. They are supposed to be both coming 3-year-olds. This is a, I'm going to put this down for 1 second so that I can close the gate real quick. Bear with the camera jumping all over, sorry about that. So Freckles will be castrated sooner than not. I'm going to show you close up to their feet, show you some of the things that we get when we pick these guys up. So he's got pretty terribly awful feet. Yeah, you gonna show him? You gonna show him how bad your feet are? His back ones as well. Looks to us like he had long curling toes that were sawed off prior to being dropped at auction so that they didn't look quite as bad as they actually were. You can see that he has some rotation in his legs and rolling on the outside of his hoof walls. So we're going to look at those and probably get some x-rays done and hopefully get him on the path to healthier hoofs and more comfortable. He's very friendly. He's a good boy. He lets us touch him. He's being a little bit of a jack in this pen, and fortunately there's another jack to take care of him, but we've been practicing lifting feet. Lift, lift. You're okay. Don't bite at me. Don't bite. Don't bite. Yeah, good boy. And Frannie's feet are a little bit better than his, but not much. Definitely kind of looks like hers were sawed as well. So not ideal. For coming 3-year-olds, they definitely have some bad feet that have happened over time. Go over and say hi to these guys. So this is one of the Jennies. We've got a couple with sore feet. Got to figure out what's going on with them today. Not sure exactly what's happening. This is little baby mouse. And then her mama is next to her in the trough. But you can see, compared to last week, we're able to get closer. This is the little boy's mom. The little boy's name is Peanut. This is his mommy. Jolie, I haven't figured out all my names yet. She named all the other mamas yesterday, so I'll get you those names. But she's getting much more friendly. They're getting more brave. This is Shadow, the jack. So you can see we're getting much closer to them. They're definitely more brave and more comfortable with us around. We've been spending quite a lot of time in here with them and just telling them a lot that they're okay and that we're going to take care of them. We got to figure out what's going on with the legs and with the ones that are limping. So this is little Peanut's mom. She's definitely getting to be braver and starting to trust us, starting to be curious. Touch, touch. Good girl. Good girl. So that's all choice by her. I don't have anything to give her. She's checking it out. Good girl. Good girl. The two jacks are not necessarily best friends, and the groups are staying with each other. These guys are settling in. Vet's coming, like I said, and we're going to do our best to get these guys on the right track and on their way to health and give them the best opportunity that we can. So Shadow and Freckles keeping track of each other and keeping each other away from their ladies, and lots of posturing. Not a whole lot of action with it. There's a lot of hee-hawing that goes on in here. But anyway, so you can see progress and you can see that we're making strides with these guys. It's been the volunteers spending lots and lots of time and with their days just hanging out and offering treats and give me 1 second. Put the camera down for 1 second. Offering treats and leaving treats behind, although I did leave treats behind the other day. Frannie, can you say goodbye to everybody? Can you say goodbye? I did leave treats, big pile of treats the other day, and I was really excited when I came back out and got another batch to put out because I thought that they were taking them. And all of a sudden the chickens arrived and ate all the treats. So they've figured out the game of if you hang out with the new donkeys, you get treats. So they show up and come to see what they can get. Walk back here. Here's Socks, barn manager. Get in for some water. Are you, Socks? Let me throw in here real quick some trash. Make sure that it doesn't blow away. So handling wise, we're just working on touches, but When the vet comes in on Thursday, we will be putting them into a smaller area and most likely involving sedation to get x-rays and figure out what we have going on. Start to get some work done on these guys and make a plan going forward as to when we're going to get the boys castrated and what we're going to do about hoof care and all those things, and all those decisions going to be made on Thursday in conjunction with our vet and farrier team that'll be here. So coming into the back pen, Tazzy, are you saying hi? Good boy, bud. That's Taz. There's the Jacks talking back, so they heard somebody hee-hawing and they talk back. And here's Taz. Can you say hi? Tell him hi, Taz. Here's Winston. Here is Chip. Dale. Nope, that's Dale. That's Dale. Taz. Here's Scout. Scout's Mama Dolly. Let's see if I can get us into this pen. So, Taz. Scout. Dale. Here's Pirate. Here is Meshach. Here is Felix. Here is Lincoln. Robert, if you're still on, here's Lincoln saying hello. You got a camera on your nose, buddy. You got a camera on your nose. You do. Oh, I got a donkey in my pocket taking my gloves. So you can see these guys are doing really well. This is Geronimo. Felix back there. This is Angie. Pete. Here's Winston. This is Chacho. And Bendigo. Looks like Smokey that's getting a drink of water. Nice new waterers. Having a drink, buddy? Well, you can hear the water kick on because he's drank the water down on that side, and so it'll fill itself back up while he's drinking. Nice fresh water in there. Good boy. So people were asking if we have pee spots and if we have muddy areas. The answer is yes, for sure. This is our big nasty pee spot. We got another one that's about to pee. And it's not in the most convenient spot, but at the same token, it's not right in front of the barn, which we're grateful for. So we can still get into the barn without having to step through it. This is Baxter. Behind him is Breaker. And then Chacho, I think, is here again. He walked around the corner. Hi, Baxter. Can I touch? Can I touch? Good boy. Hi, Breaker. You got a little bit of a runny eye? Huh? Getting out of the wind, are you? Huh? Help you with that. There you go. There you go. Breaker. Baxter. Good boy, Baxter. You're okay. And then back here we have Shadrach and Tootsie. Gladys. Gladys is going to the vet this afternoon. Follow-up appointment, and she's getting her teeth floated again. This is Hercules. This is Percy. You okay, buddy? Taking naps. Good boy, Percy. You're okay. Hercules is behind him. Hercules is one that has been seeing the vet. Our drooling mystery that's going on. And he's still the worst of everybody. Everybody else that we've worked on seems to be better. There's Gladys. Shadrach. Tootsie. So, all in all, things are going pretty well around here. Everybody's doing really well. We haven't had crazy cold weather, but with the cold weather, we're not seeing too many weight dips, which is great because that sometimes happens. Here's Admiral. Robert, here he is. Found him. You say hi, Admiral. You get to go to his new home here soon. You're getting lots of hearts, mister. Lots of hearts. Yeah. Well, he's doing really great with his touching. He can be haltered. He can have the lead rope on. We're working on picking up feet. But, yep, here's Lincoln. So these two boys are going home together. Lincoln and Admiral. And we're making really great progress that these guys can be touched out in the open. That is Weston, I believe. That's Geronimo. Those two guys are available. The green bracelets on. Got lock ID bands. Hi, boys. You guys say hi. And there's Admiral and Lincoln hanging out together. This is the Bendigo. He's buddies with Shadrach and Meshach. They're a bonded triple. They will stay together. This is Bolty. Mr. Bolt. Good boy. He's named Bolt because he has a lightning bolt on his back hip. Back here. Right there. That's how you know it's him. Other than the fact that he has his beautiful white and gray head. You're a good boy, aren't you? Here's Shadrach. He walked around the corner. Decided that it was good to have the attention that everybody else was getting. We got Kobe. We've got Jezebel. Jezebel's looking much, much healthier. Her refeed program has been very successful. Kobe, how you doing, bud? This is Angie. This is Meshach. Tootsie. Let's see who's up the hill. This is Thor. Dolly. These guys ate down their straw. Get their net out of here this afternoon because they have pulled it out of the thing and strewn all the rest of the straw all over the place. Trixie is up here now. You guys made a mess, didn't you? Scout. That's Thor. Trixie Firecracker. Smokey is in that group now. Just gonna put the hand it over here by the door. Grab it out of here. I have a crew following me. There's Taz. Smokey. Dale, Scout, Trixie, Dolly, Thor, Firecracker, and this is Weston. Okay, so that kind of shows you everybody that's out and about. Cows are somewhere over there sleeping by their hay feeder. Goings on this week, we have vet and farrier coming on Thursday. Primary focus will be in the quarantine pen. We have Gladys going to the vet today. Lots of training going on. And we have a group that is going to the National Western Stock Show on Friday. If you're interested in joining us, we're going to the Draft Horse, Mule, and Donkey Show that starts at 1 o'clock. And then we're going to the rodeo at 8 p.m. We would love to have you join us. We have access to some tickets at discounted prices. But we're just trying to put together a group and go out and support the National Western and go see the donkeys that are there. The show donkeys, huh, Bolt? Say, I am not a show donkey. I am not a show donkey. Let me get that. Yeah. Little eye booger. A little eye booger. So Admiral and Lincoln hanging out together. Those guys are going home together, so it's nice to see them hanging out together. Good friends. Shadrach, Bendigo. That's fun. Here's Pete. Pete. Here's Miss Gladys. So the stock show coming up on Friday. We are about to launch our sponsor packages for 2026. If you are interested in becoming a sponsor, please feel free to reach out. We have permanent resident donkeys, Taz Scout, Winston, Genevieve Miner, Pablo Astro, that are going to have their own sponsors this year. We have sponsor opportunities for our banner wall, which is what you can see here. We have sponsor opportunities and vendor opportunities for all of our events, which is Lunch with the Long Ears on May 16th. Wild Ass Yoga, which will start up in May and run through October. And then Apples and Asses on October 10th. Hang my camera again for a second. Thank you for bearing with me through my one-handedness today. I don't have a helper here to hold my camera like I normally do. Doing the best I can, Abby. You know you're watching. So sponsor-wise, you can be a banner sponsor. We are going to have 10 sponsors. So this is our main arena pen. There's sponsorship available for this pen. There is sponsorship available for our quarantine pens, for the West pen, and for the mom and baby pen. Hi, Nance. We miss you. So those opportunities are there. We will get that information posted. Our 2025 stats have been posted and are going to go out in an email here shortly as well. Very successful year. To Kristen, who donated our Christmas tree last week, there's what's left. We took it out because of the pokies on it, but they demolished that and they absolutely loved it. So thank you very much for coming out and for bringing the Burros your Christmas tree. That was a really nice treat for them and they enjoyed it. We miss you too, Nance. So everybody is doing really well. You can see the hay barns and hay shelters are filled up. Thanks to the semi that we brought in. And that's about all I have to report, I think. Sure, I'm forgetting something. I don't have my notes or my prompter with me to keep me on track. So, Nance, I'll walk up here real quick so you can see the new guys before I sign off. There's Ryder at the gate. Lenny came in and Einstein's awake now and standing up. We'll probably go back out in the pasture with everybody. There's the two new ones, Nancy, Freckles and Frannie. Jack and Jenny. She's exposed. And then little baby mouse in the back, shadow over her back. Peanut laying down. And the three moms standing up. Frannie's knocking my camera. Frannie's knocking my camera. Oh, yeah. Good job, you guys. Good job. So, with that, I hope you guys have a great Tuesday. Hope you enjoyed a little walk around our area and seeing a nice, beautiful winter January day. Not too cold. I'm out here in just jeans and a hoodie at this point. It was colder this morning. And we hope you have a great week, and we'll look forward to seeing you next week. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave them, and we'll respond to them. Otherwise, feel free to put your questions up as well, and we'll try and address them on our next live. Thanks for being our audience. Please feel free to like and share us on social media and share our videos and follow our YouTube channel. We put a couple extra videos up there during the week if we can. And have a great week.